I got asked yesterday how I added 318,000 for a coach in just 30 days. Now, probably sounds too good to be true. It's not. It's just a 5-stage pipeline. That's it. One question per stage. And in the next 12 minutes, I'm actually walking you through the real numbers and what the strategy was behind for me to be able to come into a business and add $318,000 of new MRR in under 30 days. This is the strategy I use, and now you can use it. Now, quick context so you know I'm not making this up. I'm not a business coach that makes money by teaching others how to make money. I have a portfolio of partners where I'm in every single day running, growing these businesses. Then we have the Rainmakers, which gives access to all of the AI agents, the playbooks, the winning campaigns, the ads, everything for them to be able to easily build, install, and run their businesses with us helping them every single day as well, and being behind the scenes, having the data. We've had coaches do 52 grand in a single week. One did 100 grand plus 35 grand of MRI in just their first week with us. One closed 560 grand with zero ad spend. One coach is sitting at $1 million profit per quarter, and every single one of them runs the same 5-stage pipeline that I'm showing you right now. So I'm going to walk you through the 5-stage pipeline, but most importantly, I also want to walk you through the diagnostic that tells you which stage is the one probably quietly killing your revenue right now. So do me a favor, pause this, grab a video, pen, actually get ready to use this. This isn't something you're going to want for educational purposes. This is actually something you're going to want to use to actually grow your business. Okay, so first think top of funnel. This partner ran ads, 7,612 clicks. That's where this pipeline starts. This is the awareness stage. Someone sees an ad in their feeds and they decide to click on it. Simple enough. Now, here's where most coaches probably are overthinking it right now. They obsess over hooks about the creative, about the perfect ad copy. It sounds right. I get that, and it's still important, but it's not about any of that yet. There are 3 questions just at that click stage, okay? 3 questions. 1, am I targeting the right person? Not coaches, not anyone with money. The right specific segment in this partner's case was going to be coaches doing 50 grand a month or more with existing clients with broken marketing systems. 3 layers to that specificity, which what makes the targeting work. So 2, am I articulating an offer that solves their actual pain? So you don't want to say something like, hey, grow your business. That's a wish, not a pain. Specific is how to add 100 grand MRR without adding ad spend. That's something I can talk to. That's a pain with a number on it. 3, am I showing up as the leader that they want to learn from? This is where creative matters, because it's not in the way that most coaches are thinking where it needs to be polished. It's about looking like the person who's already on the other side of the problem that they're currently stuck with right now. I'll give you an exact example. I'll pop a link below and you can go to one of our funnel pages. It's the test drive page. You'll see that the actual video, the VSL, it's a video on a page. It's all it is, me explaining what it is. It's not a polished video. I did that purposely because I didn't want to sit here in the studio shooting it. I wanted you to see real life behind the scenes of what you actually get when you apply the campaigns, the methods, the playbooks, the AI agents, everything that we have inside of that for you. What do you get on the other end? Not more money. You get a life that you want to be able to live, and I wanted to be able to showcase that. Now, the diagnostic for you is if you're getting cheap clicks but nothing's converting in the funnel, you're failing right there. You're sending the wrong person to the wrong message, and the fix isn't more ad spend, it's better targeting and a sharper offer. So in this example where clicks ran at about 10 to 30 cents a piece, but the thing is the click cost is not the metric that matters. What matters is actually what happens next. So out of 7,612 clicks, 2,436 opted in. That's a 32% conversion rate. This is where most coaches probably start to lose their pipeline. They put up a fancy opt-in page, AI's made it, it looks really good, but the problem is it's not converting. It's not doing its job at the end of the day, which is also another reason, I'll talk to this in other episodes, why a bunch of AI design and copy sucks. But here is the one question that actually matters when you go to this. Does my headline capture the attention and make this person want to crawl over broken glass to get what I'm offering? That's it. That's the whole point of the next opt-in, the next conversion. Not the design, not the colors, not the bullets, not the social proof, the headline. Quick examples. Not download my free guide. That converts at, I don't know, 5, 6%, if that. more like something, how to add 100 grand a month without adding ad spend. Something that's going to convert a hell of a lot better. I would assume the marketing gods would give us that one. So what you want to be able to think about is, are you actually articulating in a very easy to grasp headline what it is that they are going to want at the end of the day? Also, just reality check for you right now. When was the last time you tested your opt-in headline? If you can't answer that, you know what to do next, because that is one of the key things we are literally doing every single week, is testing headlines for every single offer as well.
If you've made it this far, seriously, thank you. I appreciate you being here, but real quick, if you are a coach or consultant who wants to be able to build a self-growing business without bloated team, a big ad budget, or working more than 3 hours a day, then make sure that you hit subscribe, because everything I share here is built for founders just like you, because it's likely that you are done chasing bigger and ready to build better. So let's get back to it.
So let's go next stage, which is the booked call. So over the 2,436 opt-ins, 341 booked a call, 14%. Now, most coaches look at that number and think, I need more leads. No, that's not what we're going to. You don't have a lead problem. You have a nurturing problem if there's something wrong going in this stage, because this stage is where someone has given you their email, they've watched your stuff, they've thought about it, and now they're deciding whether to actually get on that call with you or your team. The decision isn't made by your ad, it's made by your opt-in headline, it's made by what happens between the opt-in and then the booking. So 2 questions at this stage you want to answer. 1, am I making the core offer feel safe? Not book a sales call. That sounds expensive before you even say hello to them. You want to say, yes, book a free strategy session to see if we can help you add 100 grand MRR in the next 90 days. That's something that I can say to. Specific, there's a payoff, and it's a no-brainer. Secondly, am I solving the objections that have already been built up with every bad experience that person has probably had? So if I speak to what we do, is a case of, good chance you've probably joined a mastermind, joined a program, you've invested time and money into something and you have not gotten the results that you want. So you're going to be asking, well, can the Rainmakers actually give me what it is that they want? I have to overcome your objections, which is why I show you the work that we do, why I show you what it is that we do in these pieces of content. So you go, God damn, these guys actually do know what they're doing. They can help me. It's why I show you social proof of what other members have been able to achieve. It's why we have a risk-free guarantee as well. So it's easy for you to say yes, because you know there's no risk in you actually joining. Those are the reasons why we've built that. And again, that's what we do for you, so you have that to your market as well. So when you think about you with, let's say, how you want help in your business or what you do with your clients, they're going to be skeptical. You're probably skeptical. So say it out loud in the actual nurture sequence. I know that you've tried this before. This isn't why that worked for you. To actually talk to their situation, call it out, call the reality out, and walk them through the process. Show that you're a real human being and you have empathy for them. Because then you want to be able to have the emails, the pieces of content, you want to literally engineer every single step to ensure that you are covering those objections in this nurture sequence so that we're able to best maximize core bookings, but then show up rates and conversion rates as well. And this is why I say fix the sequence before you spend more on ads, because if you scale a broken sequence, your scale numbers are going to be broken. You'll burn money on ads trying to chase more leads who aren't going to show up, aren't going to buy. Because then of the 341 booked calls, 252 actually showed up, 74% show up rate. That's good. Most coaches probably sit at I think it's 40 to 50% show up rates. So this stage matters because out of the whole entire pipeline, a no-show isn't a maybe, it's actually a no, because a person just didn't show up whatsoever. They're ghosting, and ghosted leads almost never re-engage. So we've got to be able to solve that before that problem even comes up, which is why also there's another episode coming up that's just talking about show up rates. So it's a good excuse for you to be able to subscribe, because it'd be a bummer if you missed out on that. Because honestly, the show up rate is one of the most under-optimized levers in the entire pipeline, and most coaches just act like it's a fixed cost, and it's just not. It's the cheapest way to probably add 20 to 30% of revenue without spending another dollar on your ads. Now, over the 252 who showed up, 159 became clients, 63% close rate. Good again. Now, if you watch the math when it all comes together, 159 clients at $2,000 a month each, that's $318,000 per month in brand new monthly recurring revenue. If you annualize that number, that's 3.81 million in new client contracts. That's been done in 30 days. That's the headline that looks super fancy and shiny, but I wanted to go deeper to show you exactly how that really happens. Here's the whole funnel on one screen: 7,612 clicks, 2,436 opt-ins, 32%. Now, 341 booked calls, 14% of opt-ins, 252 shows, 74% of bookings, 159 closes, 63% of shows, 318 grand a month in brand new MRR. Now, if you pull that out, 5 numbers I asked you to write down at the start. Compare yours to this funnel. Find the one that's furthest below the benchmark. That's where you're hemorrhaging revenue right now. Most coaches look at a funnel and think, I need more leads. No, you might have a different problem. It might be a show up problem or a closing problem or a nurture problem. Where is your pipeline broken and what it is that you need to just put your time and attention to? That's the constraint. That's the thing that you want to fix first. As the reason I'm walking you through these numbers isn't a brag, it's so you can see that this pipeline works at scale. It's repeatable. It's not magic. It's just mechanical. We've got partners running this exact playbook to 91% show ups, 60 plus booked calls a week. One did 100 grand plus 35 grand of MRR in their first week. The pipeline is the same. The numbers are the same. The diagnostic is the same process, the same method. You find your weakest stage, you fix it, and you watch your whole funnel get better and better every single week. You cannot fix what you cannot see. So step 1 is always going to be step 1. 2, compare your 5 numbers to the benchmarks and circle the lowest one. That's the stage that you're working on this month. Not all 5, just 1. 3, and this one's for you specifically, is if you're doing 50 grand or more a month and you want me to actually look at your numbers, tell you which stage is broken, and show you exactly what it is that me and my team will fix, I'll pop a link below for you to book in a free demo call. This is where we want you to bring your numbers. We'll diagnose the actual constraint, and in 15 to 20 minutes, we want to make sure there's a clear journey of you knowing exactly what it is that you need to fix and how to fix it, even if you work with us or not. And listen, whether you book a call or not, fix the weakest stage in your business. That's the entire game. Because if you do that, you'll be able to get onto the next episode with me and be able to work on bigger and better problems and really enjoy the business that you're running.
All right, that's it for today. And if this did hit home for you today, and if you are building a business that's meant to give you more money and more freedom, then I want you to be able to do 2 things before you go. 1, hit subscribe and turn on notifications, because you're a bummer if you missed out on everything else to come. Number 2, grab the link in the description and be able to book in your free demo so you can see the exact systems, the exact process, and you can be able to install it inside of your business. Because remember, this channel is for coaches and creators who want a daily income, simple systems, and to be able to take time off. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.